afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Can I have your full name, please?
My name is Amanat Insa.
Do you work or study?
I'm a student. I recently passed my senior secondary school.
Okay. What were your subjects in your school?
I belong to medical stream, so my subjects were biology, physics, chemistry, and with English. It was compulsory, but physical education was a additional subject.
Okay. Why did you enjoy studying those subjects?
I think I was interested in science since my childhood, and I love to study new facts, and but my favorite subject was biology, and till now I'll study many facts of science.
Do you study better in the mornings or afternoons, and why?
Well, I prefer studying in morning because when we wake up from sleep, we have more concentration and we can focus more on studies and we have fresh mind. So I prefer studying in morning.
Okay, let's talk about sports. What sport did you play when you were young?
Well, I don't like sports because I think I'm not strong enough to play it. But if we talk about indoor sports, so I love to play carom board.
What sports do you like to watch on TV?
Well, as I mentioned before that I don't like sports, so similarly I don't watch sports on TV.
Alright, let's talk about reading. Do you read more now or when you were younger, and why?
I think I read more now because I am adult enough, and now as I mentioned before that I belong to medical stream and I have to study a lot, and in fact for a whole day, and I think now I study more than my childhood.
Have you ever watched a movie first before reading its book, and why?
Uh, well, I think I didn't read any book because I don't like reading books of novels or biographies. I just read only books related to my field, and so there was not any situation.
Do you buy books often?
Definitely, I buy books often because I read books lot, but related to my medical stream, and I love to read books of my biology.
Alright, this is the end of part 1. I would like to give you your feedback. You were good, but you need to work on these mistakes. Like you said, you like new things. So you should say I like new things. Then you said I did not read. It should be I did not read or I have not read. That should be the correct sentence. And then you said like I have already told I am not interested in sport. Similarly, I do not like to. Similarly is not the right word there. Okay? Now in part 2, I will give you a cue card, 2 minutes topic. You will have 1 minute to prepare and you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. And I can stop you before that also. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright. Here is your paper and pencil. And this is your cue card.
May I start? In my life, I arranged many events and I got appreciated for it. And this time, I would love to talk about the work which I did and I got so much compliments and appreciation for it. And this was the event which happened few days back on 15th of August. It was Independence Day of our country. And that time I managed a blood camp to donate the blood or to receive it and to donate the blood to the needy people. And also along with that I managed to donate clothes, food, toys to needy persons in my locality and all over my hometown. Along with that, tree plantation was also organized by me, and it was also organized in many cities of Punjab. And some media were also aware of that, and they clicked picture of mine. And at that time I also managed to help the needy people by giving money for their education. And I was feeling on the seventh heaven because I was doing an humanitarian work which was giving me peace, and I was feeling very happy from inside to do it. And I go, I did this work by the inspiration of my spiritual guru. And that person who compliments me specially by calling me was my uncle. And he told me that the great work which I am doing is just appreciated. And he also got inspired from me, and he also planted tree in his home. And on that same day many people got inspired from me and planted trees in their localities. And at that time I was over the moon that people are got inspiring from me, that I am not doing any such special thing, but by seeking the appreciation I was feeling that something is special. So in this way I got appreciation by lots of people, but I felt special when my uncle called me and appreciated me.
Alright, now I would like to give you your feedback on part 2. You were good but you were not fluent, so try to be more fluent. And then you said your uncle compliments you. He complimented you because it was about past event. Alright?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have paper pencil back?
Yes, sure.
Alright, in part 3, I am going to ask you a few questions related to this topic. On what occasions do parents give their children positive encouragement?
In my perspective, parents give encouragement to their children in every situations. And on, I think, on special occasions like on the volunteering work, or on special days like 15th of August or 25th of January, they encourage their children to do volunteer work or to do work which is in the favor of our country.
Do parents give their children negative feedback also?
Definitely it depends on parents that they are appreciating their children or not. Or some parents give negative feedback to their children, but they aren't demotivating their children, but they are just telling the truth. But I think this is a wrong way.
What is better to use at work, positive or negative feedback?
Definitely every individual needs a positive feedback to motivate themselves more and to get success in that work. And I think negative feedback is also important to remove that errors they are doing. So I think both are important, but the most important feedback all individuals need is the positive.
Have you ever said something positive to someone, but you did not really mean it?
I think most of the time I said positive things to all of the people around, to encourage themselves and to motivate themselves. But I think all the time I don't realize it that I am saying it.
How did you learn to use positive and negative feedback in different situations?
Please pardon?
How did you learn to use positive or negative feedback in different situations?
In my opinion, I think that in every situation we need to understand first that what is happening, and then we should give feedback or to get feedback.
My question is, how did you learn that you have to give negative feedback or positive feedback to someone?
In my perspective, we always should give positive feedback to one, because to encourage themselves, to motivate themselves more. And I think I learned it from my parents to not to demotivate others, and also always give positive feedbacks.
Alright, this is the end of your speaking test. I would like to give you feedback on part 3. You should speak more, you should cite examples, try to elaborate your answer in part 3. And you used themselves at wrong place. It was them. You want to motivate them, not themselves. Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Overall, it was good speaking test, but you have to work on part 3. You can score up to 6 or 6.5 band in real speaking test. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.